Good afternoon, Year 6. Mr. Nicholson here. Hope you're all doing really well. We're going to carry on with our art. So yesterday was lesson 1 where we practiced just getting the proportions right using our oval figures. And we're going to carry on with that today. So hopefully you accessed yesterday's lesson and you've got something like this from the end of the lesson. And what I want you to do is actually to write the date and WALT onto this page. So the WALT this afternoon is we are learning to add clothing to oval figures. Okay, and the short date is fine, so today is the 30th of April, so 30.4, and it's 2020, so 30.4.20. And I'm just going to give you a minute or two to write the WALT and date and find this piece of work from yesterday. You should have done this at the end of lesson 1. Okay, so pause the video here, get all that sorted out, and then come back to the video. Hi, welcome back everybody. So what we're actually going to do today is look at these oval figure shapes, these people, and we're going to add clothing to them. So I'm going to model it first on here for you, and then you can have a go with yours. And the first thing I'm actually going to do is I'm going to just use a rubber and I'm going to rub these ovals out a little bit so I can just about still see them. But that they don't, but that today the clothing is the most important thing. The actual idea with these ovals was just to get the proportions of the body correct, to get the size right. So once you've used the ovals to do that, you can actually rub it out a little bit and then concentrate on the clothing. So I'm just rubbing it out, not totally so that I can't see anything, but mostly. And I can still see the ovals, and then I can just add some detail to that. So I've rubbed out the clothing, and now I'm going to add that on. So I'm just going to have this as a boy, I think, just standing, just, you know, normal sort of t-shirt and shorts, just something simple to start off with. So and now I can obviously go back to using a darker pencil line and a darker pencil marking. So I'll start at the top, then I'll do the face. So I'll just do the boy's face, and then I'll have him probably opening his mouth quite wide, sort of shouting. So see sort of tongue inside there, and put the eyes on, and then give him a bit of a spiky hair, I think. Oh, don't forget his ears. Okay, and then I'll have the neck coming down like this, and then I'm going to use this sort of shape here to do the t-shirt. The main thing to remember with clothes is that they don't hug the lines of the ovals. If I did that, if I just do that first to show you what would happen, if you had a t-shirt that was like this and then it kind of cut across here and then went like that, it would just look completely wrong. It would look like the man is very, very muscular and that he's wearing something completely skin tight, and we don't want that. So I'm just going to rub that out because that was just to show you what would happen if you kept on. So clothes are normally, you know, quite baggy, so they're not going to exactly follow these lines. So I'll do a long sleeve t-shirt, I think. So so we've got that. So I have my sort of neckline there. And then I'll have the t-shirt, and as I say, not completely hugging the oval, so just baggy coming down towards the hands, and then it'll cut across and then come back up. And again, it won't come right up to the armpit because normally clothes hang down a little bit. And then I'll just come down here and have, I think it'd be a baggy t-shirt actually with the shorts underneath. So just sort of come back here and then underneath the hips, the line of the t-shirt. And then come back up here, and then come down, and then across the wrists, and then up there to that bit. Okay, just join the neck up to there. And then I'll just do some shorts. so they can come out of the, and these just go up to the knee, I think. So we go across here, and then I'll have the shorts just going up and down. So obviously in this wearing shorts for summer. Okay, and I've got the shorts, and I could put maybe a number on the t-shirt. I knew number 7 would be quite easy to do. It's a little design. You could do design on your clothing that you do. Then I'll have the hands coming out, I think. Hands coming out of the t-shirt. And then I'll give him really knobbly knees, I think. So this was around about where the knees were. Now obviously these are his legs, so these will follow the ovals. So I'll do the legs on the other side. So I have the knees coming out, and then the leg coming down, and then I'll give him some socks. Socks, and then that will go into the trainers. I'll just draw quickly a pair of trainers. Some shoelaces sort of tied up there, and then do the same on the other side. So a pair of trainers, a bit wider on the bottom there, and then some shoelaces. Okay, so that's that one, and then obviously I could colour that one in as well. And then this one was kind of more like a ballet dancer pose. So the first thing I'm going to do again on this one is just to rub out these ovals, just so they're there for the size only and they're not part of my picture anymore. So at the end of yesterday's lesson I did ask you to do 3 or 4, I think, figures. So you should have 3 or 4 figures that you can add clothing to today. Have a look at the posture and the body position that each figure's doing, and put on some clothes that suit that position. Okay, so let's rub it out a little bit more on the legs. So this one obviously is doing a kind of a ballet dancing sort of pose, so I'm going to make sure I put a ballet costume on this person. So if I start off with maybe the hair, they could have some sort of like sweatband on actually, because they're doing ballet. Hairstyle, then come down to the neck, and just a smile, a couple of eyes, nose, and then the neck comes down to here. Right, so now let's have a go at this ballet sort of costume. So if I start with the hands at the top, so sort of ballet hand here, and then do the same on the other side. Okay, so it's going to be a long sleeve sort of leotard, so it's going to come down here. Now this is a bit tighter than the baggy t-shirt that I've got here, and then it's going to come down here and then join the neck pit there, and then I'll do the same on the other side, and then come up here to there, and then it will come out this way to the elbow, and then come down, but it'll keep coming down. I might put a skirt on this in a minute. Okay, to there. Okay, then my arm on the other side. I'm no ballet expert, and I don't have lots of ballet costumes in my wardrobe, so just sort of doing my best here, using a bit of imagination. I'm sure you'll do a better job than me with this today. There, okay. Let's just put some sort of patterning on this ballet top, so we could have a sort of a V shape here, I think, maybe. Shade that in. And then this could come into a V shape here as well. Again, I could just sort of shade this in, just to add a bit of detail. Hopefully you've got some colouring pencils at home and you can add some colours to yours at the end. And then I'm going to have this kind of skirt here. So again, I'm not really worrying too much about the ovals, because this is really baggy. This is completely different from the shape of the body. So it's going to come up to here. Beautiful. Colour this one in pink if I've got some pink. Just add the details onto this fluffy skirt. That's great. And then I'll do the legs, and again I'll have some knobbly knees on this character, and then the legs coming down, and then they can have those kind of ballet shoes on, which have got the ties going up the legs. So just put those on here. Beautiful. And then I'll do the same on the other side. So knobbly knees, and then come down here, and then put the ballet shoes on, and then the ties up towards the knee. I'll just cross them over on the other side like that. Okay, I'm happy with that. And then, as I said, if you've got some colouring pencils, you could add some colours to yours. So, you know, I won't make you sit and watch the whole video of me colouring in absolutely everything, but you get the idea. So once you've put your clothing on your characters, you can colour them in, and you should have some characters that are in correct proportion. So could add some more pink. I'll go up this one towards the top. Oh, stop there for the skin comes in. I'll do the same on the other side. I'm rushing this a little bit because I know you want to have a go at doing yours, and you're getting the idea by now. That's looking lovely. Just put that bit in there, design it there. And then I could do the same with my boy in his t-shirt. I just think I should just have some light pink tights for this one. Down. And then maybe some darker ballet shoes, maybe purple, be nice. Okay, and then I could add the skin tones in for the face and the hair colouring and things like that as well. Okay, so your turn now, everybody. Spend about 20-25 minutes. Rub out those oval shapes that you started yesterday. Add the clothing, and remember it needs to be baggy. It doesn't want to completely hug those ovals. And then colour in your figures. If you're happy with your drawings and you've got some really cool figures doing different poses, I'd love to see them, so try and get them onto the Carbiel Home Learning Facebook page. Obviously we're not marking your work at the moment, so I know all the teachers really appreciate it when you post things on there and we can see what you're up to. And then tune back in with me on YouTube tomorrow, and we'll have a go at using this technique, using this style, and we'll do a picture that relates to our topic, World War II. Okay, good luck with that, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Goodbye.